Hello and welcome back to another week here at JLock TV. How is everybody doing? Of course, you've got me, JLock, the proprietor, primary distribution of material for various levels of enjoyment between Spotify, YouTube, Twitch, and soon iTunes as well, because apparently people like fucking iTunes. I thought that was a dead meme at this point, to be honest, because like who the fuck has an iPod? But I guess iPhones. Still have to use it for iPhones. Fucking iPhones. I'm gonna make phone cases. I'm gonna make phone cases with our logo that says "Eat fecal matters. I use an iPhone." And then I'm gonna have another one that says "Eat fecal matters. I use a Samsung." Just,
Absolutely.
just two phone cases that are just at war with each other from right from the beginning. Acronel, hello and welcome back. Yeah, I've been doing a lot of updating on this channel. We'll go over that in a minute though. Scott, why don't you go ahead and introduce yourself, the man, the legend, the slinger of the wiener.
I
Here's
am
Skittles.
the Wiener King. I am the Glizzy God.
God damn
I
it, he said
want
Glizzy
you to
God. This
I'm not even the
man.
one that calls myself that.
Who
Like
the
that's
fuck
just that's
calls
just
you the
so,
Glizzy God?
so many people call me Glizzy God.
So
It's
many
it's
people.
crazy.
That's
So
disgusting.
many people.
That's disgusting.
Absolutely.
That's fucking wrong.
Anyway,
The Glizzy
I had a
God.
phenomenal weekend this last weekend. I sold out in the stockyards.
You know, I
I was
saw
like
that.
I I so I was like pulling around to my regular spot because I was hoping to find a good parking spot,
Yeah.
and then I pulled onto Exchange Street and I saw a spot on the side of the road right there, just like right next to a giant line of people, and I said, "That's mine.
That's yours.
That's
I'm
mine," and I
taking that
took it.
shit.
I took it. I took it. I set up. I came. I saw. I came again, and I conquered.
Why did you have to come twice in the same sentence though?
I don't know, but what I did.
I mean,
Sold out,
that's a lot of jizz, man. I'm not gonna lie. Like that's
and
on a
like
on a
my
street corner with your wiener out.
I know, right? I actually had someone even like I actually had my second customer like after she got her hot dog, she just planted a firm kiss on my face.
Oh Jesus
So that
Christ!
was fun. It was great.
How drunk was the customer, and
I
or
don't know.
old, and or
It was
sized?
like it was 11:30, so I don't know how drunk she actually was.
Okay,
So it
but
could
was
have been
she
just
a
early.
heavy set woman? Was she built what
Definitely
was
heavy
she
set,
built for
but like
Texas? Is what I'm trying to ask here.
I'm just saying she was about as big as you and a little bit taller.
Yeah,
So like more like death by snoo kind of
death
build, I guess.
death by snooze. I love Futurama. So some of the updates I've made, I have taken a great deal of effort on our YouTube channel. I'm not even joking when I say a great deal of effort. There's actually one thumbnail that I'm still personally not super happy with, and I'm going to go back and fix it later. But I have gone to great lengths to change up every one of our thumbnails to something much more festive and fun. Right down to the one where I started dressing in a red Christmas dress, where it now says "Pretty in red, dressed to distress." Um,
After he got railed by an android.
I hate you so much. And yeah, so I put in a great deal of work there. I should also point out that we are also on. Give me a second. Give me a second. Where the fuck is it? Should be right here.
Spotify.
Yeah, I'm trying to find our fucking channel though. Oh, where is it? For a fact, it is supposed to be saved, and it should be like right up front. You sons of bitches. Where the
They thought it
hell?
was too offensive.
Right? Wouldn't it be funny if my show has actually been taken down already and I just started fucking talking about it?
Just because
So we are live
it's too
also on
offensive.
Spotify now. You guys can find us on Spotify. Like I mentioned before, we're going to be doing more clipping and everything. I'm getting faster at it. I'm getting better at producing this content. Um it's something I put off because I was just gaming before, in all honesty. I was doing viewer content, but I was really just gaming. I was not doing a good enough job as a content creator in the past. Less streaming, more content creation. That's the goal here. Eventually get enough on here that I don't need to work a day job, and then focus entirely on streaming and content creation would be the ideal future. But in the meantime, we do have the Fecal Matters podcast with everyone worshiping the giant golden toilet on Spotify. I think that's Courtney told me that was so fucked up that I created these, by the way. Courtney actually got legitimately upset at me for creating this image. And there were several of them. There were several of these images, not even
Uh,
just one.
On a scale of 1 to effed up, how effed up is it?
It's pretty fucked up. Now I didn't put the Coney Corner label in, but I don't because I just figure it's a JLock TV enterprise more than it's a hot dog cart enterprise. So
Yeah, it's not a hot dog cart enterprise. I'm
that's
just here for the laughs, giggles, and funs.
yeah. I mean, it's mostly my show. You're involved, but it's mostly my show. I do a lot of the heavy lifting. We are also working on merchandise. Do not buy anything yet. I'm not even going to tell you how to get a hold of the channel yet, but on Stream Elements, I am slowly producing merchandise that I'm going to be making better and better. So far, oh god, how do I get to my fucking dashboard faster? Do your job. I should have just had all this open. What the fuck's wrong with me? I knew I was gonna show everybody this. I was gonna show
You know what,
people that
David?
I'm
I think
working
we should.
hard.
David, I think we should move over to StreamYard.
StreamYard? The
Yeah,
hell
you
is
ever heard of StreamYard?
No.
What? So StreamYard is basically what we're currently doing, but better, and it actually works.
What does that even mean?
So it allows multiple people to stream through the same channel, and it takes a stream and it divides it amongst different channels. So it could be like it's like I don't know. Best way I could say it's like a game of League of Legends. We all plug into the same game and we're all playing separately. So I don't know.
But I mostly have a bunch of ideas for mugs. We'll go back to what you're talking about. I mostly have a bunch of ideas for mugs. I don't make a lot of money on these because things are expensive, but I have this really cool mug that you'll be able to buy with the JLock TV logo on it. Yes, look at the lovely mug. It's very nice. I will, of course, also be putting Scott's merch up at some point. We also have sweatshirts. The sweatshirts actually I think are pretty cool. You're gonna like the sweatshirts. It's stupidly simple, and stickers, but the sweatshirts are stupidly simple. But I think they're actually super chill as well.
I do think you should have the sweatshirts at the very least be I'm a member of the Hot Wiener Club.
You want a member of the Hot Wiener Club sweatshirt?
Yeah.
I'm just saying, sweatshirts look kind of cool. Obviously, this is doing a bad job superimposing where it's going to be. Where are the beanies? We're working on beanies. I'm working on hats. I'm working on customized versions of them. I already have a plan to make a mug that says, I listen to Fecal Matters on the toilet at work. Or another one that's literally just going to say paid to shit. With the Fecal Matters logo on the opposite side. So what I'm saying is it's a work in progress. I'm trying to be better. I'm trying to provide more for my viewers and potential fan base as time goes on. It's a work in progress because I have very little personal time outside of this stream, but I make that personal time happen. I've been playing a lot of games, but I've been also playing a lot less games because, you know,
a lot of Pal World.
I've been playing a bit. I played a lot of Pal World, but I also stopped already. Not because I'm bored with it, just like I've said, but last time we talked about it, I feel like Pal World is still like sincerely shot glasses. 100% gonna be some shot glasses. Don't you worry. But Pal World is like legitimately, it just doesn't feel done. I'm just waiting for them to add more. That's all there is to it. It still feels it feels as early access as it is currently labeled. It's just not done. The game is not done. It's not a finished product. And that's fine because even as an unfinished product, it's still better than most Pokemon titles. Now,
which did you know that Nintendo is actually looking into
it's really
a possible lawsuit.
It's really funny they are, but they ended up finding other things that had nothing to do with Pal World that they're suing other companies for. Like legitimately that's a thing that's happening. And just because I want you guys to see that I have also been working on the channel directly, I have added new channel points, including changing the channel icon from a Chocobo coin because of my old Final Fantasy days to a golden turd called Fecal Power. Yes. And Fecal Power will allow you to do such things as immediately put your own words into the stream with TTS, or even as a bonus free redemption for everybody that's watching, make me wear this dumbass Bowser head. Hold on. Believe it or not, the headset does have to go underneath because there's no fucking way I'm fitting it in without it.
I'm gonna give you all an example of how the TTS works. It's gonna sound pretty cool.
The only real problem with this,
Neko_Nissan says David got fingered by an android.
why? Really? Why? Why?
That didn't actually play all the way through.
Yeah, it did. I heard it.
Not on my side. It was super robotic too. I don't know if that's
It's
just.
supposed to be super robotic. It's TTS. It's a bot. It's a bot saying bot things. The only problem with the Bowser head I keep forgetting about is that he has green. So, what it's supposed to look like, now that I think about it, now that I remember, this is why I stopped doing the Bowser head bit. What it's supposed to look like is this. But the green felt on my fucking head is actually the exact same key color. It's actually the exact same green key out of my green screen. So there's that issue. But whatever. I'm still going to rock this for 10 minutes. For 10 minutes, this man will sit here with the Bowser head on. So topics of the week. Yes,
Oh, you know what you should add, David?
Uh-oh,
You know what you
what's
should
up?
add? You should add a Timothy redemption.
You want me to add
Option.
Timothy and make you do stupid Timothy shit.
Or just like come up. I'll just have my wig right here. I'll have the glasses right here, and then someone can just redeem a random Timothy theory.
If you want to do the Timothy bit, everything's 10 minutes long. And if you want to do the Timothy bit, it's definitely gonna be one of those things where you're gonna have to have everything ready, be able to quick change into it, and then
Yeah, that'd be easy.
on top of that, I'm gonna need some voice recordings to set up Timothy.
Yeah, I can make that happen. We'll talk about it later.
It'll be bippity boppity dipshit or something like that.
Bippity boppity dipshit.
Oh my god. Timma! Oh no. That's all that reminded me was fucking Timma.
So David, I got a theory about the bippity boppity dipshit.
Oh god, stop. Stop. We're done with this one for now. This bit's
You can
over.
we can just do Timothy and Gertrude.
This bit's, oh god, no. We're never doing the Gertrude bit again. I'm still, god, she's gonna end up finding this and being so mad. She's gonna end up finding this and being so mad. So one time, Scott had gotten himself into a really bad online relationship with this kind of legitimately fucking crazy girl. I mean, actually, nutter butt balls, fucking psychotic.
Oh man, this is great.
I was like, okay, we can't have you talking to this girl. She's already talking about how she's gonna like try to move in and shit. She's getting weird already. She has to be on the phone with you literally just all the fucking time. We got to put an end to this shit. And he started realizing it too, that she was being like weird and clingy, and like he couldn't, like he would like be talking to my wife and she'd be like freaking out in the background. Like, are you talking to a woman? Who are you talking to? And it was like, Jesus Christ, you've never even met this man in person. You need to chill. So what ended up happening is I had this really stupid impression of a female called Gertrude. And it was one of these...
came up with on our move to Texas.
On our move to Texas, it was a hellish trip from Fargo to Utah to Texas. And I came up with this character because she was just stupid enough and funny enough that it was keeping us awake while we were on the road. And all she knew how to... Her name was Oh My God Gertrude. Because all she would say is, oh my God, Scotty! Look at all the cute little Mormons. Like, it was just stupid.
I actually have a last name for her too.
You came up with a last name for Gertrude? What the fuck did you give her?
It's Flagstaff.
Oh my God, Gertrude Flagstaff. Okay, whatever. Thanks for the alert, Kraken. But anyways, so this girl was crazy, and she didn't like it when he was talking to other girls. So I figured out the best way to chase this girl off and make her want to leave him alone was for me to pretend to be Gertrude in the background, asking when he was taking me out to dinner. Or something very similar to that. And I remember my wife was like listening in on the call, and she was freaking out, like, "Oh my god, who's that? Why are you going to dinner with her?" He was like, "Cause I can."
And we just all we know, like the only thing that's ever been revealed about their relationship is that it involves a lot of oranges.
Yes, so many oranges, illegal amounts of oranges. I'd forgotten about that.
The
Illegal.
minor details, minor details.
And it was a weird minor detail that this girl was so psycho, she believed it. She believed he was dealing in some sort of weird illegal trade
But like,
of
but
oranges.
she's just like her picture itself is just so hot.
Yeah.
Like it's just
yeah,
it's unbelievable,
picture
but the
of
voice just
Gertrude
doesn't
was
match.
the picture of Gertrude is like the perfect like nerdy girl next door.
They're
Fucking
like
Do you have the
black
picture somewhere still?
black
Because
hair.
I don't.
Oh man, I mean, it's probably on Discord if I
I was
got
gonna
it.
say on Discord there was an "Oh my god, Gertrude" that I made, but I don't even
Let's see.
remember how to log into Gertrude anymore.
Here we go.
You
Well,
also
I could
just
probably.
bumped your camera, just so you know.
Yeah, I know. I probably just bumped the camera. Hang on. Yeah, let me see.
God, Gertrude was such a funny bit. Oh my god, Scotty, look at all the cute Mormons and their cute little Mormon houses.
Like, the best I can do is just like I can't. I don't know why it doesn't let me actually pull up.
Dude,
the,
I have no idea where the Gertrude photo is. It's long gone as far as I can tell. I
Yeah,
remember I
but
just
it's
Google searched like a random, like hot nerd girl with mousy face or whatever, and
hot
it was perfect.
black hair girl.
Dude, that
Let
is
me see.
not a search that you want to start with ever. Things just go downhill from there 100% of the time.
Glasses. So I think he also did stock photos or something, but like
Yeah, it was
the
something
idea
like
was that she's like a super hot black haired chick with glasses.
with
But
extremely obnoxious voice. That was the
yeah.
other thing. It was really important that she had to be an extremely loud and obnoxious person for
and
no
then,
real reason at all. And
and then
ditzy.
and then you just have the the brother randomly shouting at her.
Gertrude, shut the fuck up! We might have to bring Gertrude back for something. I don't know what we would do to bring Gertrude back as a character, but we might have to bring Gertrude back. Because I remember that.
Oh,
I
man.
remember that now. I was like, oh my god, Scotty, let's go. My brother's getting mad. Gertrude, hurry the fuck up. I yelled it like backwards down the hall so it sounded like it was echoing in your microphone. And this shit worked. That girl never talked to you again.
And I just remember like in the voice chat saying, yeah, she's kind of annoying. Her voice is kind of annoying, and she responds, yeah, it sounds like it.
And then she was like wanting to see a picture, if I remember correctly. So you showed her the profile picture, and she was so mad because Gertrude was hot. She didn't know
Yeah,
Gertrude was a fat
Gertrude is
bearded.
hot.
They didn't know Gertrude was actually a fat bearded guy, but you know, the picture of Gertrude was hot.
You're right.
So stupid, bro. God, that was funny. Every fucking second of that was hilarious for me.
And man, it worked.
It worked.
And that's what we needed it to do. We needed it to work, and it worked.
You know,
That's
she
all
started talking to what's his name?
Valk,
No, well, Valkyrian too. But
but Shadow.
no, the friend, the one I gamed with all the time. The one with the gun factory in Oklahoma.
Oh, James.
Yeah. She started chatting up James, and I was just like, I messaged him privately. I was like, James, don't let that crazy bitch near your black site. He's like, why? How did she even get on this server? I said, I think it's Scott's fault from like a long time ago, and I don't know how she got back,
Probably.
but she's back. Because she was
Yeah,
gone for a
no.
long time. That was the one that had every single problem in the world and some. But you know, somehow she could get a
Yeah,
job, but she didn't want a
right.
job or whatever. I don't remember.
Like I don't want to talk about it.
It was bad. It was bad, man.
Oh
She's gonna
man.
get like I said, she's gonna end up seeing this video on YouTube or something and be like, "That Gertrude was fake, and I fell for it."
Hey, look, plausible deniability. It's also been like what, 4 years?
We're
Since
past
then?
the statues of limitations. Oh, let's put my
Oh
actual
man.
hat back on. Oh, much better. God damn.
The closest image I can find, I got one
It
image that's
doesn't
like the
matter. If
closest
it's
I can
not her,
find.
it's not her. That's all that mattered. That's all that mattered. Gertrude is eternal. Gertrude is life. That's all there is to it anymore.
So I don't know.
Oh,
Now I'm
God.
just like obsessed with finding the actual picture.
Dude, I don't see how you're gonna find it outside of me figuring out my alter ego Discord account that I don't remember.
I mean, I could probably just log into it myself.
How?
You know, well, I have the email address associated with the account.
Do you actually? Was it your
Yes,
email
that
address that had that?
no, it's not my personal email. It was a separate email account I set up for
To make
that Discord.
Gertrude?
Yes.
Oh my God, Scotty. You remember your emails? I just thought you just pushed a button on the phone thingy. Oh God, Gertrude was so low effort. It was so bad. It
was
the worst.
terrible.
It was the worst kind of low effort acting. The fact that it actually worked, incredible. Just, man, imagine being as dumb as Gertrude to fall for Gertrude. I
Which,
really think it's the brother
honestly,
yelling that was selling it. Gertrude, shut the fuck up. Oh my God, Scotty, we gotta be quieter. My brother gets mad.
No, honestly, I would love to just like if I could actually find like a hot black-haired girl to date, just
I'll
have
just
some
say you
fun
are in
bits.
Texas. You could probably find something like that.
So, I could. I'm not gonna finish that thought because
Nope,
that'd be
don't do it.
that's gonna get me canceled.
I was gonna say, don't do it.
I'm not gonna say
I
that.
know where you were about to go. Don't do it.
I actually don't think you know exactly where I was gonna go, but you know.
You're probably following off of your own term, quote unquote, black-headed.
No, that's actually not what I was gonna. I wasn't gonna say that at all.
Uh-huh. Okay.
I was gonna. It's more related to deflating a balloon. Yes.
Okay. All the same. Who the hell actually watched Ben Shapiro's rap besides me? Because that was... Listen.
It went crazy.
No, it didn't. I'm sorry it didn't. I'm going to be on the
No,
other
I'm
side
saying
of
the
things.
reaction to it went crazy.
Oh, okay. I was going to say because Ben Shapiro's part of that song was corny as fuck. I have listened to it 3 times. And all 3 times, Tom McDonald is still a beast. But Ben Shapiro being on there, like, all love and whatever, but, like, good God, that was the corniest shit I've ever heard. It was so bad.
You want to play it? Do a live react?
Yeah, I guess we can. But I'm just saying, it's not going to make it any better. That shit's fucking corny. Let's see.
I actually haven't seen it yet, so, you know, I've only heard the news about it.
You haven't actually heard the rap?
I have not.
Oh, bro.
So it's a live react for me. But I know, like, I guess the ironic part about Ben Shapiro doing a rap, and not just a rap, but one that made it into the #1 spot, is that a couple months ago he did a debate with
he says rap's not music.
Yeah,
that's the part
and
that
he was doing that in a debate with Destiny. I guess Cuxtony.
Yes, that one.
That guy.
All right, here we go. This is Facts by Tom McDonald featuring Ben Shapiro in... God, it's got to be one of the corniest, like, fucking...
It already looks stupid.
Dude, it's the corniest shit. It's the corniest shit.
Controversial. It's only 2 genders, boys and girls. They can't cancel my message because I'm the biggest independent rapper in the whole freaking world. Claim that I'm racist, yeah, alright. I'm not ashamed because I'm white. If every Caucasian's a bigot, I guess every Muslim's a terrorist. Every liberal is right. I don't want to talk to folks who don't get it. Go woke, go broke, no hope, it's pathetic. Pro-choice, pronouns, pro-love, you're progressive. But you ain't pro-gun, no one to protect it. Where the American flags at? Remember when people would hang those? They've been taken down, they all been replaced with BLM flags or a rainbow. This ain't rap, this ain't money, cars and clothes. We ain't selling drugs, we ain't gonna overdose. We ain't pushing guns, ain't promoting stripper poles. We won't turn your sons into thugs or your daughters into hoes. I don't care if I offend you. I was put here to upset you.
He's just standing there looking all fucking stupid. He's so stiff.
I think they were just trying to make him seem gangster.
Nah, he don't look gangster though. He look like a stiff Jewish guy for sure.
Let's look at the stats. I've got the facts. My money like Lizzo, my pockets are fat. Homie, I'm epic. Don't be a wap. Dog, it's a yarmulke. Homie, no cap. Look at the graphs. Look at my charts. You're blowing money on strippers and cars. You go into prison. I'm on television. Dog, no one knows who you are. Keep hating on me on the internet. My comment section all woke Karens. And I make racks off compound interest. Y'all live with your parents. Nikki, take some notes. I just did this for fun. All my people download this. Let's get a billboard
It's
number
so
one.
corny, bro.
This ain't money, cars and clothes.
He just sounds like he's on YouTube.
I'm still waiting for him to say Boll and Branch bed sheets.
I don't care if I offend you. I was put here to upset you. You can cry and you can scream. You can riot in the streets. You defunded the police. Now there's no one to protect you. I hope I offend you. I ask myself, what would Ben do?
What would Ben do?
I know.
If you want my pronouns, I'm the man who don't respect you. You mad, you mad, you mad. I guess it's cool to be the victim, well, I'ma be the man. You sad, you sad, you sad.
Like, don't get me wrong. Again, Tom kind of hits the point every time. But Ben just felt like it was a fucking nether broadcast where he's reacting to his own shit.
You sad, you sad, you sad. I will never say I'm sorry, I ain't taking nothing back. I don't care if I offend you.
By the way, that's the only part of it that Ben has any part of other than just standing there looking stiff as shit. That's it. Everything else is just whatever after that.
I mean, at least he put some good use to his ability to talk really fast.
Yeah, I suppose there's that.
That's one of the reasons why I like Freedom Tunes is he gets Ben Shapiro's personality really, really well.
Dude, yeah, Freedom Tunes is hilarious. That dude's good. He's on he gets on
Thanksgiving at the Shapiros.
I haven't seen that one, but I'm just saying he's on Timcast like all the time. Talking
Yeah,
about this.
absolutely.
Timcast likes him quite a bit, so he tends to be on there a lot.
I also liked his Dave Rubin impression too.
Yeah, I need to actually go and like look at his more Freedom Tunes. But I know of them.
Oh man. It's great. I love it.
Why is the first thing on my fucking like man? I'm not sure where the algorithm's going with my page. But the first thing I've got is fucking Long Beach Griffey when KKK members start being logical.
I don't know. It gets to a point where when everything becomes fake and gay, it's
the
just
Klan for Kids bake sales deadline is this Friday, all right? Come on, guys. It's for the children, all right? Now, are there any questions before we wrap it up today? What is your question, Cletus? Yes.
Fucking hell.
Why do we hate?
Why is the sky blue?
What the hell you going on about, Cletus? No, I'm just saying. For as long as I've been here, a spook ain't never did nothing to me. That's all I'm saying. They do everything, Cletus.
Get him!
Breathe the white man's air.
Get
live
'em!
the white man's life.
Get
Hell,
him!
they
What
even
the
eat
fuck?
the white man's food. They're an abomination.
Let him cook!
Okay, but how is that harmful to us? Hell, if anything, we're the problem.
Sweet white
Better
Jesus.
hold your tongue, boy. Hear me out. Just last week, we hung that really nice black fella that worked over there at Flores Flowers. He was indeed a gentleman.
He sure was. Gave my daughter some free flowers.
And that's why we hung him. 2 weeks ago, in the town over, We shot
This
up
isn't
that
the way
really
I
nice
expected
black
this to go.
jazz club because a white woman was in there having fun. She should be having fun with her own kind. And yesterday, we burned down an entire community because Jackson had a dream about chocolate.
Dark chocolate, that's.
What's your point, Cletus? I just think that there should be some structure. Now, I love what we're doing here, fellas. Okay? But I just think we should leave
What
the
am I
irrelevant
watching,
niggas
bro?
alone and go after niggas making a change. Like that goddamn Martin Luther King.
That makes a lot
Oh,
of
no.
sense. I agree. It does.
Need to be a bigger and better
I
Klan.
Oh,
agree.
Better than all of
no.
the other clans. Hell, we know enough senators and governor folk to make that happen. We should do it.
Yeah, we that.
Okay, fine. No more senseless crime to those black back monkeys.
Hold on now.
Only sensible crime that works in our favor. And if we're gonna be the biggest, baddest clan, we're gonna need a new name. Fellas, from now on, we are known as the CIA.
Oh, God damn it.
Rappers who went broke.
Okay, but where is he wrong?
That's great.
But where is
That's
he?
awesome.
But where is he wrong? Where's the lie? The CIA, man.
It is the CIA.
Where's the lie? I really do. I really do prescribe to the or subscribe to the idea that the CIA actually put crack in the community. I
Of course they
really
did.
do. I really do. I believe AIDS, all that shit was introduced into the community on purpose as population control. Because we already know that Planned Parenthood was put into black communities as population control. We already know that shit was racist
Absolutely.
as a motherfucker. For
Absolutely.
real. So, like, yeah, you can't even convince me to walk this back later. Like, no, I'm never gonna not believe that. You'd have to show me some really insanely substantial proof that that is not true. Because, like, why?
And
does
even
all
then,
this
like,
shit-
I'd be skeptical. I wouldn't necessarily believe it.
there's a point where you can't blame an entire fucking community for what seems to be a government related activity at all times. Just saying.
Yep. When you can blame the government, you blame the government.
I'm just saying, man. It just doesn't make sense. There's no valid reason why that should be a thing.
Although when he said the thing about Martin Luther King Jr., it reminded me of have you seen like the newscasters where they write jokes for each other? Where the white guy writes jokes for the black guy and the black guy writes jokes for the white guy?
Yeah, that's fucking hilarious. Everything about that is fucking hilarious. I love it.
And they're like the when they're like talking about MLK Jr. Day or MLK Day, whatever. You know, the white guy's, you know, obviously he's reading the joke, but it's he's like, you know,
hold on.
we all know
we'll just put
you're gonna
this
pull it
on.
up. Alice, you
We'll put
pull
on
it up.
100 of the
That
most
way I don't have
savage
to say
jokes.
anything.
is marking its 75th anniversary by launching a podcast. And because it's the CIA, they're launching it directly into an Afghani wedding.
God damn.
A new study finds that during the pandemic, students' math scores dropped by almost 10%. Wow, so more than half.
New York City is now requiring employers to disclose salary ranges in all job listings. Employers must list everything ranging from the top salary all the way down to the female salary.
Some parents in Oregon are having large groups of their children ride their bikes to school at the same time in a formation they're calling a bike bus. And pedophiles are calling a buffet.
Police in Queens were searching for a suspect who hijacked a bus and then immediately crashed it into a utility pole. Okay, so we know it's a woman.
Tomorrow is the New York City Marathon, or as Fox News will report it, undocumented Africans won wild in streets of New York.
What the?
China has launched the third and final module for its permanent space station. Now all they have to do is launch some children to assemble it.
An Arizona woman was arrested after she allegedly went day drinking while her 5-month-old child was sitting home alone, like a loser.
Texas police arrested a woman who broke into a man's house, stripped naked, and slept in one of his beds. The man called the police when he realized the woman was not attractive.
Researchers say the number of gray whales off western North America has continued to decline for several years. It's a sad fact that makes me wonder if whale oil is really the best way to give my hair this amazing volume.
Oh.
That's so wrong on so many different layers of hair. I'm gonna be done with this for now.
Oh man.
Seriously, what the fuck, guys?
Didn't even get to the joke I was talking about.
I know which one you're talking about. Talking about Martin Luther King running his mouth. Yeah, that was
Yep. He committed suicide. He's the one that kept running his mouth.
that was a zinger. That was a zinger that didn't need to happen. Harry Potter with guns? What? Dude, what rabbit hole is YouTube always sending me down? So stupid.
Oh man.
Harry Potter and the Deathly Weapons.
Did you ever make anything happen? Anything you couldn't explain when you were angry or scared?
Makers of fine guns.
You're a wizard, Harry. I shouldn't have told you that. I should not have told you
Oh my god. Oh man.
Oh my god. Shut the fuck up with the Leviosa.
Leviosa.
You now, boy.
Oh my god.
Funny business. You won't have any meals for a week.
Oh no.
Oculus repairer. Hello,
Oh my god.
God,
Jesus.
Please note, God's honest is out of bound to everyone who does not wish to die a most painful death.
Uh-oh.
Oh yeah. Oh god, he's just gonna shoot him.
Get the Glock.
Oh, Tom, bro.
sorry about this.
Oh my god.
It's scary sometimes.
That's so perfect.
Oh my god.
I think it is clear that we can expect great things from you.
Oh my god.
Terrible, but great.
Oh my fuck. And they just give him the gun.
Fucking firing that bitch off into the air.
Says I'm going to America. Holy fucking shit. Oh wow.
Watch the full thing at Harry Potter with guns.
No, there's no way.
Is that a real thing?
Hold on, we're finding out. Harry Potter with guns.com.
Is it actually a thing?
An unofficial licensed IP young adult novel adapted to the big Hollywood screen hundreds.
I imagine
Harry
they can't
Potter
actually
would definitely
profit.
No, there's no way, right?
Yeah, I don't think they can actually profit off of it.
I don't think you can actually watch any of it. I don't think it's real. I have no endorsements or support from anyone I've mentioned here or involved with any of the intellectual properties in any way. This project was solely for the lulz. Guns hurt people. Which
No, guns don't hurt people.
Guns don't hurt people, so there's that. But
People hurt people with guns.
magic with guns throughout the entire movie. Harry Potter with guns official. Master has given Dobby a Glock. Oh no. Hold. Continue. Go faster. That's really loud. Dobby has given Harry has given Dobby a Glock. That's so dumb. That's hilarious, but that's so dumb. Fuck's sake. Oh man. Dude, I'm telling you, my fucking YouTube is a whole rabbit hole on my second one. We're not watching more YouTube right now. Stop giving me ideas, YouTube. YouTube just keeps on throwing me things that I'm like, I should watch that. No, we are live. We are doing a podcast, so we need to focus, you son of a bitch. So, speaking of things we really should be focused on, Solo Leveling has to be one of the single greatest anime adaptations ever. Did you know there was some interesting controversy about it, though?
Yeah, I did not hear about any controversy. I know it was, slower than people anticipated, just because it was because the windup is,
Well, yeah, it's a very long story. The manga, quote unquote manga, because manga is not the right term. It's webtoon. It's the webtoon.
The light novel.
No, it's webtoon. It's a Korean.
Oh, it's actually webtoon.
Yeah, it's an actual webtoon. It's a Korean show.
Oh.
Yeah,
interesting.
That's actually where the drama kind of comes in. So part of the reason we didn't get this anime adaptation of Solo Leveling for as long as we has been, or as it's been wanted, has to do entirely with the fact that Solo Leveling is a Korean show, and there's always a lot of tension between Korea and Japan. Yeah, it's a significant problem as far as productions and stuff like that go. So what they ended up running into is not only so for the American audience, super easy. Reproduce it one for one, what it's supposed to be. It's a Korean show that takes place in Korea. The characters have Korean names, yeah? So for the American audience, it's in Japanese, but it has all the Korean elements outside of the Japanese, including, original location and stuff. But because of the Japanese and their issues with with Japan and Korea's issues politically with each other, there's the interesting part where how do we as Japanese produce this for Japanese people? So there's actually two separate versions of Solo Leveling. There's the American and worldwide audience version, where it's all very much still very Korean. It's all in Korea, and it has to do with a Korean cast and all the Korean names are intact. But apparently the second version is a Japanese localization, where they actually had to redo some of the background elements as well to make it take place in Tokyo, and rewrite all of the characters to have Japanese names, and obviously some idolations, so to speak, to be more in line with Japanese culture and formalities, which is apparently the Japanese version of Solo Leveling is a little stinky by comparison.
I mean, yeah, because you're trying to adapt, because with it's two different cultures, right?
Exactly.
So you're trying to adapt one culture into another to make it fit into another culture,
yes.
and maybe to Americans the differences might be negligible from our perspective.
No,
but to them, maybe okay. I qualified.
I've heard of people watching both, and they say the Japanese version feels like context is lost. That's the big thing that they've been saying, is that it feels like the Japanese version has lost a lot of the character because it's so forced to be Japanese.
Yeah. So
just because of the localization process of it.
Yeah, I haven't personally seen the Japanese version of it.
Have you seen the actual version of it?
Nope. So
you son of a bitch! How have you not watched Solo Leveling yet? It literally broke Crunchyroll.
I have been selling my wieners.
Okay, but Surely you're standing in the kitchen doing work and you're watching things on subtitles.
No, I've actually just been listening either to music or I've been like just watching different various shorts but
Sir,
you know,
you've become a scrolling addict. That's what's
I am a
happening.
scrolling
You've
addict. I
become a
gotta stop.
scrolling addict. You
I
need to
know.
actually,
I need to stop.
Mister, I'm gonna do all these seminars so that I can be a better person. Gets on TikTok.
Well,
And-
I
and
actually don't even get on.
Instagram. Don't even.
I actually
try
don't
me.
even get on
But you do the
TikTok at
Instagram.
all. The Instagram one, yes.
You do the fucking
yeah.
Instagram for the same reasons you would be on TikTok. I don't get me wrong.
Yep.
I scroll. But keep in mind that the difference between yours and my algorithms is that my algorithms actually feed me useful content, and yours doesn't.
I get useful content too,
Bro, you send me what your useful content looks like, and most of it
okay,
is
I
just
send you
mildly
my
most
I
of it
send
is
you my
mildly
Instagram and
inappropriate.
Facebook content. I send you my Instagram and Facebook content. My
Wow,
YouTube
2 out
content
of
is
3.
completely
Good
different.
job. Yeah, your YouTube one is all about video games.
No, it's not.
Bullshit.
It's not. I
Bullshit.
promise you, it's not.
What is it?
I get a lot of stuff from Huberman Labs. I get a lot of stuff from Joe Rogan. I get a lot of stuff from I don't know if you know who Nicholas Crown is, but yeah, he does his own channel where he talks about financial advice. I get Caleb, it's like the financial audit guy.
So Joe Rogan was
Texas.
one thing, but out of all of this shit, it's you basically trying to do more business promotion, but not actually gain more worldview. Like, you're not watching whatever. You're not watching a ton of Timcast or Crowder.
No, I get Timcast as well. I get Timcast. I get whatever. But like here's the thing with the stuff with the whatever podcast, it's a lot of just red pill masturbation.
It is a lot of red pill masturbation. It's also a lot of
And-
browbeating.
Yeah, and it's not really uplifting or informational content because it's all the same information
I
restructured
watch
in a
it-
different way.
Kinda. I watch it because I think it helps, potentially, I think it helps both men and women that watch it maybe see just how delusional some of their favorite content creators could be. Because here's the thing. Do I think they're a little excessive and maybe heavy-handedly rude to some of the content creators, like some of the OnlyFans girls especially that come on there? Yes. Like, I've been recently watching the stuff with Molly Little. If you don't know who Molly Little is, she's kind of like one of the younger debuting porn stars in the last couple years. I think she's maybe 19, 20. But like, she was on there and like not too many things were going wrong, but then you just occasionally get someone just being real rude. And it's like, okay, but she's not even like an OnlyFans girl. She's like a legitimate starlet working for actual companies, working with actual stars. She's not doing a bunch of this other bullshit, right? So like, the whatever cast gets a little bit heavy-handed with some of the females that are on there, but then you see some of the females that go on there that are so damn delusional about what life is.
Oh yeah,
It's
Bangs
like
is very notable.
one of
for
the
that.
one of the biggest ones was Keely Rose. I mean, this was like last year or something, maybe a little longer back than that. But Keely Rose was on there, and Keely Rose was an up and coming starlet for I want to say she was with.
I don't even know who that is.
Don't worry about who; it doesn't really matter. I'm trying to explain where she came from, but she's an upcoming starlet in porn, in regards to like Brazzers and a lot of the Step Family stuff that we all know is really fucked up, but still, unfortunately, the Step Family stuff is also like where all the younger girls, like the more attractive, like 20 somethings are. But she was on stuff like that, and like, not to be too like perverse about it, but it was kind of an all you can do kind of situation where she was just taking contracts because she was making killer money. But she was taking contracts where it was like whatever she could get and whatever she was willing to do. And that's like, okay, fine. If that's what you want to do, personally, again, I've said it before, I'm going to say it again. I don't really judge that. I think it's not necessarily the healthiest thing ever, but it's not my body. I don't have that opportunity. It's not my position to take. I'm a married man. It doesn't really affect me in any grand scheme of things. It's not like I'm missing out on bitches, you know? But the big thing is that she had a boyfriend, and a boyfriend who was there on the whatever cast, who, while initially he was putting on a pretty face and like acting like none of it bothered him, as the cast went on and she talked more and more about the work that she was doing and wasn't like, he clearly was uncomfortable with it. As far as I know, after that podcast, because she was delusional about her relationship, and no, she had no idea she was hurting her boyfriend that bad. Apparently, after the cast, she stopped. She stopped doing porn altogether. So whatever cast actually helped her to recognize that she was destroying this relationship with this perfectly decent human that loved her and cared about her, you know, one literal shoot on the internet at a time.
Yeah.
And
which,
yeah.
Yes, it's great for those individual people that go on there. It's not great because from an outside perspective, it just looks like, oh, feminist gets owned on this podcast.
Yeah. It does.
That's really all it's a regurgitated idea. You know, it started with Fresh and Fit, and then now it's whatever podcast, and
I think whatever was first.
So no, it's Fresh and Fit was first.
Okay.
Yeah.
But the thing is, you're not wrong. As far as like his chatter community goes, I would say the majority of his chat community is just a huge misogynist circle jerk. I really do. Not even just misogynist either. Also just like Christian circle jerk and like traditionalist circle jerk. And that's like, okay, it's fine to have those beliefs, but it's like, even Brian said it one episode. It was really funny. Brian said it one episode where, you know, somebody said something like rude or insulting to one of the girls in chat using, you know, his money on TTS. And Brian lets that slide because these people are dropping $100 to do that.
Oh, no, they're dropping more than $100.
Some of them are dropping some of them are dropping more, but most of them are dropping 100. It's only 100 to activate his TTS. I say only like it's not an obscene amount of money.
Which,
but,
if we got $100 TTSs, that'd be phenomenal.
I mean,
I'd love that.
It's still $100 would still be on the low side of tips I've gotten on this channel.
Yeah.
Not since the podcast. Like back when I was doing gaming stuff, I made over $2,000 in one day off one person that just really appreciated what I do. He's actually still not subbed, but like follows the channel. He doesn't really come in here too often. I go and visit him on his channel every once in a while, but yeah, like, so that's not even a big sum of money to me in that scheme. It's also not a big sum of money compared to what I actually just make working every week, but I digress. The big thing here is that, you know, she said this, she's like, hey, that's really rude. Like, he says, listen, if it bothers you, don't look at the screen. Even if you hear them, just let it go. You don't have to interact with them if they're being rude. You were warned in the pre-show that this is the kind of thing that people do sometimes. And you can't just be mad at everybody hiding behind their computer screen. He says, I like my audience, but they have bigger balls if they'd actually come in here to say some shit like that rather than waiting behind a screen. And it was like, that's my point. They're not putting their face out there. They're not showing you their public image. They're just saying dumb shit on the internet behind a fucking username that has nothing to do with them.
Which, they're like, I have a lot of issues with how the whatever podcast and how all these type of podcasts run their stuff, because there are some that are genuinely good and genuinely meaningful. I think the one that got closest to actually being a good model, in my opinion, was a Purple Pill podcast, but it was also just not that entertaining. And I think that's one of the reasons why it wasn't entertaining, because it didn't have that raunchy factor of, hey, let's just bash any feminist women that show up, you know.
I've always thought it'd be really fun to get some of those people on here. Just not like not like other podcasters, but like, you know, OnlyFans girls, stuff like that, and like actually talk to them about it and ask how they ended up in the situation, what their life was like coming up. I don't know. It's one of those things that you kind of have to find the middle ground on too, though.
Which another one that I follow that I think is a very, very solid source for good. That's definitely not the, you know, red pill circle jerk. It's To Be Better. I don't know if you've seen them or heard of them, but they're based out of Florida, and they've been doing this for a year now. And their stuff is really heavily focused on making functional relationships between two partners.
Right.
And they take email submissions and whatever, and they'll talk about it. And I think the guy is like 45 and the girl is, I think she's like 31.
Oh, you're talking about, yeah, doesn't she have like piercings and stuff through her nose?
Yes, she has all sorts of piercings all over.
I like her a lot.
She's gorgeous.
Yeah, I like her and him both a lot, actually. I think they're really
and
nice.
he's really cool. The dude's phenomenal dude.
Yeah, they're
like,
very
but
chill.
at that, yeah. Which I don't know if you want to like play any of their stuff, just like give people
not right now, but no,
but
I know
we can talk about that later. But I love those guys. They're great. They're phenomenal.
They're really positive. I think that's the big thing, is they're really positive. And even when they're talking about stuff that's kind of negative in the world, they take their time about it. They approach it carefully. They consider each other at all times. And I think it's really funny, right? Because she looks like this super hardcore alt person. And in many ways, they're both very alternative, right? But
yeah,
she even says something. She's like, I know the feminists are going to come in here and rip my head off at some point. She says, but I give myself to you completely all the time. She says, you are the person I expect to help take charge of me and help take charge of my life and keep me focused and keep me, on track. And I was just like, that is like the most conservative thing I've ever seen someone with a fucking nose ring say.
That is what guys want.
I mean, it is and it isn't. I don't really want that, but I'm very different.
Well, I mean, if we're talking about the majority
autism,
of men,
I have a very different approach to relationships where each person needs to withhold or uphold their own value in my relationships with them. And I think that because it's something you and I, have had that conversation about between you and I as friends, that it's like, yes, if you do not provide me, and this is meant to be educational on some of the things with autism, by the way, guys. So this isn't me like.
Which whenever you say autism, I always think of the one meme where it's like you send a girl a text, you send a girl a compliment, she says, "Ah, thank you so much," and it's like, how do you know I had that?
Funny, but like really, like that's a big thing with autism, right? Is people with autism, we don't form as many emotional bonds as maybe normal people would, and it's not uncommon for us to have friends that, while we do care about them, they have a tendency to have what's called usefulness. Some people just like having friends. I don't know what that's like, though. I really don't. The people that I keep in my life, they suffice to serve some significant purpose. Scott and I, we're very much brothers in most ways. Like, we're real family. We're real tight like that. But Scott's major purpose is that he provides a certain amount of actual entertainment and intellectual stimulation. We've been best friends for a long fucking time. We really understand each other. But
he called me entertaining, even though he hates some of the entertainment I provide sometimes.
I hate some of the things you say. But like realistically though, that's how it works. So Scott provides value in my life that I don't think I get from other places. Some of my gaming buddies, they play very specific games, and I don't play those games with other people. It's very specifically those people. Every time I try to bring in somebody else, it inevitably pisses me off more than it helps. So I just don't play games with certain people. Even my wife, she provides very specific things that I need in my relationship with her, or else she knows well enough that that's just how my brain works. And I try really, really hard to combat that part of myself, because that's not how romance works. But it's hard because my brain says useful. So it's tough for me to form relationships, and it's tough for me to find value in people because most people don't provide much value to anyone but themselves. Most people are very selfish. And my thing is, because I expect you to provide value in my life as a person, I will always try to at least give back that or more into yours. So I'm one of those people that, like, my friends will all call me nosy. Every one of you will. There's not a fucking one of you that wouldn't call me nosy. I'm not even stupid. I'm not stupid enough to think you wouldn't, right? you would definitely.
I don't think
call
I've
me-
ever called you nosy.
You never said it out loud, but you'd agree that it's true.
Yeah, I would agree with it, but I've never actually said that you
right,
are.
Right. I'm just saying, if you were asked, is David kind of a nosy person? You would have to say, you would probably have to agree on principle, because it wouldn't be untrue. I'm a pretty nosy guy. I like to be involved in your personal shit. I like to help out with your personal shit. I like to educate. I like to push better standards, not only on you, but on the people around you, so that you can have a more rich and fulfilled life. And that's kind of what I expect back from people too, is some level of that. Scott gives me that. My wife, generally speaking, gives me that. Mike definitely gives me that. Pup, most of the time, honestly. He's an interesting fellow, and he always brings something weird to the table that I find at least amusing at minimum.
Frogs.
Frogs. Gex. Literally just walking up and putting a gecko on my shoulder was like a highlight of my day sometimes. Because I love those little fuckers. They were so cute. But, you know,
Yeah,
that's
he actually gave. I think he gave them to somebody he trusts, but he doesn't have them here at the house anymore.
That sucks. I get that though.
But he's also living in Wisconsin right now, so
Right. But yeah, it's just that's what it's like for me. So like when people say, you know, this is what men want, and I'm just like, yep, they're not a robot like me, so they definitely want to be like with a submissive woman, and I'm just like, I don't want a submissive woman. I want a full on 50-50 partner and everything.
Well, there's actually a book I'm listening to called Hard Times Create Strong Men, and I don't know the book I don't know the exact title of the book he references, but I'll be finding it out later on. But they talk about how there are three, can be generalized into three different kinds of men. That you got the men that want a submissive woman, and you got the men that want like a balanced relationship where they can be equally submissive and dominant, and then you got the men that just want to be submissive the entire time. And if you find, and then that's most men tend to want the submissive woman, and you got less frequently you got the more balance, which I think is what you want. And then
no,
because I don't think you want to be dominated.
No, I'm
but you don't want to
still
be
the dominant person.
Well, but you also want something with a more balanced approach. You don't want someone that's entirely submissive.
It's not it either. Yeah, that's the tricky part of it. It's so hard for people to understand because that is the normal relationship dynamic. But it's not even that for me. When I say 50-50, I mean like 100% of the time. It's not about being who's dominant and who's submissive for me. Arguably, and I think you would agree with this, I have a very dominant personality. When it comes to my friends, I am, generally speaking, and I don't mean this in like a weird or aggressive way, I tend to run the room though. I tend to be top dog. I tend to try to have the final say. And it's not because I'm making an effort to do it. I just kind of intrinsically know where a healthy situation is good and where it turns into an unhealthy situation for people around me. And I try to keep those boundaries tight enough to keep everybody happy. And I think I do an okay job at that most of the time. Obviously, Mike thinks I interfere a little too much because I basically helped him break up with that one girl that was kind of being crazy.
Well, now he's in a really healthy
and now
relationship
he's
with someone.
benefited from it. Exactly.
Yeah.
But at the time, he was really, really annoyed with me. But it was like, but bro, she's poisoning your family. Like, not literally, but like mentally, she's making everybody around here unhappy, and she's making you unhappy with everyone around here. You should think about that. That should be a problem for you. But it was like, even just that situation, like I tend to do that. But in my relationship, I don't need a dominant or a submissive. It's not a switch thing. Obviously, I'm welcome to the final say, and I generally would use it if it's necessary. But more often than not, I want each of us to be individually responsible for the things that we need and that we need from each other. It's not about a submission. It's not about domination. It's about, hey, I need you to help me do this, or this is the kind of thing I would expect from you at this time. Or like obviously I'm making it sound very methodic, I guess would be a good term for it.
Methodical.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's not even just that. It's just like, hey, I'm tired. I would like you to like buy dinner or something so I don't have to fight with making food. Or
So you're running the show.
There's a little bit of it, but not really. It's more like, don't expect me to pick up after you all the time. I don't expect you to pick up after me all the time. But when we do need to pick up after each other, it shouldn't be a big ask. It should just be as simple as, I could really use this from you right now. And it goes both ways. It's not even a submission thing. It's just being a considerate fucking person to the other guy, to the other girl, to whoever you're with. That's how my brain has always functioned. It's really funny because if you actually think about it too, I was not the guy that ran our friends group when we were much younger. When it was Michael and Kimber and you and I and Sarah and everybody all together, I would not say I was in charge of that friends group. I was definitely the leader in the shadows. I definitely had a say in everything, and a say that generally was considered to be the right one. But I would say if anybody was the de facto leader of that group, it was definitely Mike. Definitely Michael. You know who I'm talking about, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
It was definitely Michael. He was definitely the guy that I feel like if he planned something, we all showed up. If he decided we were doing something, we all did it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But I was also there in his ear in the background the whole time, but I was never so upfront as I've gotten over the years.
Yeah, I think I don't really like the whole planning role. I like being, it seems like my role is more fitting as the I guess the man behind the curtain, but not really. I don't know. I don't like being the one. I don't like being the front, the face in front.
Right.
So I don't know.
I could definitely see that from you. Well, there's also just like, the thing is though, I think for you in a relationship, and this is what's killing you, is you were raised in the church. And in the church, the number one thing they teach you is that a man needs to be the leader of his house. A man needs to be the one that raises his kids correctly. A man needs to decide how the family survives. And right now, there's not a damn woman around you that wants that in their life.
Yeah.
You have been raised to be not necessarily
I have been raised to be a passport bro. That's exactly what I was raised to be.
There's that. There is the passport bro situation where you go to Japan and you just pick yourself up a very submissive, beautiful little wife. But
my mom said that if I ever become a passport bro, I cannot go to the Philippines.
Definitely
they just
don't.
never shut up.
Yeah, definitely don't. Filipino women are sweet. Too sweet. Annoyingly sweet.
No, that's not even the reason of them like looking for a green card. It's just that Filipino women, she just said, this is, my mom's telling me, Filipino women never shut up.
Yeah.
And it's like, okay, that's a weird reason, but okay.
Thanks, Mom. Not what I expected for talk of the day. No, but like, for real though, I think for you it really sucks because you were raised, and I mean it was in your family too, but you were raised that the man of the house is the man of the house. A man makes good decisions. A man makes healthy decisions to make for a happy family. And they respect their wife, but they also make sure their wife is happy, but also that their wife doesn't destroy everything around them. And that's not a thing right now. I'm sorry. It's just not. Like I do better with women than you because I'm all about the fucking partnership of it. But also, women can't stand me after a while because I'm all about the partnership of it.
Yeah.
It's the irony that they realize that there's never a moment where we started changes. It always starts out with, we both are paying for this. And it ends with, we both are paying for this. And they don't know they don't know when I'm going to start being the man of the house, because that's not me as a person. I'm just not that guy.
Whereas for me, I would have to do some deprogramming, societal deprogramming.
Yeah, no shit. That's one of the things that was so cute about Sarah and her wedding. Not Sarah, like your old like ex-girlfriend Sarah, but like
There's too many Sarahs.
I know. Don't forget, I dated a Sarah back in high school too, right?
We need. Actually, this is not a call to action. This is just me making a joke. This is me making a joke. It's not a call to action. We need a Sarah side.
Oh God, stop. But like, no, seriously though. But yeah, that was one of the things that was really nice coming out there for the wedding with Sarah. Just seeing her, like, listening to her husband. And it was like, oh, look at you looking like the perfect little housewife. And I mean, he was really good with her. Don't get the wrong idea. He's sweet. I love that man. That man is adorable, and he's such a good guy. But, like, it was interesting because it was like, hey, this isn't what we're going to do right now. No, we need to do this because people are expecting us. And Sarah's like, it's my wedding day. And he's like, I know, sweetheart, but also there's still things that we've got to do. And it was so fun. It was so fun because she was so good about it, and she's clearly like just in love with this man, and she's gone from being this hyper liberal type to being like still a little liberal, pretty damn conservative compared to where she was.
Yeah.
It was like, yeah, he's put his claws in you real good. You're a whole different woman than when I met you. She's so fun now. Like, she was fun before. She's so fun now. Because she's actually like happy. That's the big thing. She's actually so happy. But enough gushing about Friends. So, yeah. I don't have a topic.
That was a fun rabbit hole we went down.
Yeah, no shit. I don't have a topic list in front of me, man.
From shaming me from shorts to, hey, look, our friend, changed her mind about feminism.
Shaming you for shorts? What did I shame you for?
The shorts that I watch.
Oh yeah, that's right. That's where we started.
Which I actually think, honestly, I want you to pull up that one Facebook short I sent you with the peanut butter and jelly sandwiches.
No, that's the kind of PTSD I don't think I need today, brother.
PTSD inducing.
Dude, it was though. I was watching it and it's like, this is exactly what it was like at Red Horse. Except instead of peanut butter and jellies, it was fucking cheeseburgers. And you standing there watching me with my dick in my hand, praying for help.
I need 26 peanut butter and jelly sandwiches.
On the fly.
This is a jelly and peanut butter sandwich. Remake it ASAP. Thank you.
Flips it over. Fucking hell.
Sir, table 12 has a peanut allergy. Scrape that shit off.
That shit off. Fine, I'll put it on, guys. Want to see the most PTSD-inducing video I've ever watched? Again, a reminder that Scott and I used to be professional chefs.
It's very accurate. It's actually quite accurate.
Hold on.
You gotta turn on the volume here.
Trying to fucking find it. There it is.
Oh, wait.
Holy fuck, that's loud. Give me a second. Now I gotta actually like adjust volume and shit.
Make that 22 peanut butter jelly sandwiches all day. Let's go, chef. Let's do it right.
Chef, 86 peanut butter. We're out of peanut butter.
Fuck.
Yep.
Are you trying to fuck me right now, chef?
No, chef.
You find me attractive, chef.
Yes, chef.
Are you
All
my
the
wife?
cigarettes
Chef,
kill me,
you
bro.
think you're trying to fuck me right now,
No,
chef?
chef. I found the peanut butter. Chef, it was behind the jelly.
Thank you, Cave. I'm glad somebody's competent. Let's fire peanut butter jelly sandwich. What is this?
Peanut butter jelly sandwich, chef.
Chef, this is a jelly and peanut butter sandwich. Can we do it right, please?
Yeah.
Thank you. Serve it now.
Chef, someone has a peanut allergy.
Come on, chef.
Take it
Come on.
off. Take it off.
Ready to go, chef?
Let's go.
Take it off, take it off.
Me right now, get out of my fuck me. I'm gonna fuck you. You get out.
Very nice.
Get out of my face.
Fuck myself then.
Yeah, table 9 wants to substitute milk for water.
Well, tell her we only have water.
86 water, the plumbing stuff.
Damn it, man.
86 water, the
I need
plumbing
47 peanut butter and jelly sandwiches now. Fire everything we have for the love of God.
There's just one dude sitting in there.
That's exactly what it's like. You got one guy that can't find the product. Someone else goes in, they find the product. You got
Hey, why is
stuff
it?
being played? You got stuff being plated the wrong way. You got people chopping up things in completely unintelligible manners. Like that sandwich getting cut. That I don't know if that was stress inducing for you, but like yeah, it certainly was just like
The way he
yeah,
was
I've seen that
the way he
before.
was cutting into sticks.
Yes.
Yeah, that bugged me a lot. I was just like,
It's not even straight lines. It's just
okay,
like
but hear me out.
what is this?
Hear me out. I wanted to tempura batter that shit and fry it.
Look, a tempura battered and fried peanut butter and jelly, like a
Peanut
PB
butter
and
and
J
jelly
roll.
sticks.
Yep, that would be delightful.
Uh-huh.
I would
With
have
a
that.
raspberry syrup sauce to dip it in.
Yep.
Scott, whenever you come back, we're gonna have to do that shit.
Which,
Also,
actually,
when are you coming to town again?
That's a good question.
We need to shoot a commercial for merchandise.
I was thinking May, to be
May?
honest.
For my birthday.
Probably around
again.
Yeah, probably for your birthday.
God damn it.
Get you a bottle of whiskey.
You fucking would. I'm gonna have the merchandise up sooner than that, but I'm definitely gonna. I definitely want to create an advertisement that we can run before we start the show.
Well, my calendar is actually pretty full all the way through the end of summer, as it is.
Well, I mean,
well, except for like
because you're running a fucking
dehydrated bitch.
All right. Do you like that? Do you like the TTS for that? Drink water, you dehydrated bitch.
So, yeah, so February, I got a wedding I'm going to in San Francisco, of all places.
Oh, shit. Who's that for?
For my cousin Sophie, who I
okay.
haven't seen or spoken to in at least over a decade.
So, I'm going to ask you the really important question before you continue on with your schedule. Why?
Because I actually get to see some of the other family that I care more about.
Like
my Uncle Darren, my grandmas, my mom.
I could see Darren. I think I've met Darren and I remember liking him.
Yeah, he's cool. He tried to help you with your computer after you air blasted it with a can of air.
Listen.
And you just fried the whole thing.
Listen. I can't
because it dumped out pure nitrogen.
Liquid nitrogen into the
liquid nitrogen right on the motherboard.
Motherboard and just burned it out. God, that was annoying, bro. I was so salty about that. I was so mad about that for real.
Nothing could save that.
Not a damn thing could save that. Ugh. Fuck's sake. But yeah. Okay, what else? Beyond the wedding, you have...
Oh. Yep. So I'm going to be there for 4 days. But that's also when soccer season starts up. So I'm actually going to be giving my spot for the soccer, first soccer tournament over to a guy that runs a Berea ramen setup. And he's going to give me some of the money. Because I'm... Yeah.
It's
Berea, whatever.
You son of a bitch. It matters.
Berea. I'm going to say Berea now, just to piss you off.
Barista ramen.
Barista ramen. I'll agree to that one. So he's got the barista ramen. So he's going to set up at my spot. He's going to give me a cut of the funds, and then I'll take half of that, give that to the soccer association because I got to keep them happy.
Oh, is that what you're doing? You're paying him off for a spot?
Yeah, so I get exclusive access to that spot.
Okay.
And no other food vendors can come in. The exception being snow cones.
Sure, okay.
So, whatever. I'm not going to complain about snow cones. So I give them 10% and I get unlimited access to that field.
10% is not bad. I was going to say, it depends on how much you're giving them, but is that 10% of profit or 10% of
sales?
10%
of sales.
Ooh, that
which
sucks.
I always pull over 500, so it's
yeah,
it's
but
whatever.
Still, like I'd give them 10% of profit.
I just give them 10% of the sales. It doesn't matter to me. The difference,
it's your money.
Okay, the difference is $10.
Yes, that's $10.
I don't care. I'm keeping them happy. That way, the word spreads. And honestly, I've gotten so much more business as a result of just keeping them happy.
I suppose.
So it all works out. That, and I get to write it off on my taxes anyway. So
Yeah. So what else? Obviously, you're gonna be doing lots of games. You're gonna be doing your weekend drops at the festivals and shit. I'm sure.
Yep. St. Patrick's Day, it's at Pogue Mahone. St. Patrick's Day, I'm gonna be that they're gonna have a huge event. That even though that is a Sunday, I'm probably gonna skip church and just go do that all day and just make sure I have like 400 hot dogs or something. I don't know, something ridiculous.
Hear me out.
Reuben's
ground lamb, and make the same gravy we made for the pot pie to go on the hot dogs.
I could do that.
That's so
or I could
Irish heritage, though.
Look, okay, but we're talking about Fort Worth people, and
Dude, I've
their
seen what
ignorance.
you serve them. This is still gonna look awesome, and then you can even finish it with some fucking cheese. Because God knows putting cheese on a fucking any sort of dog will automatically help it sell better.
I already know they're not gonna buy it.
Why?
Because they're ignorant pieces of shit.
You don't have to tell them anything. Just make it super thick and lay it on.
But I was gonna do a Reuben.
Okay.
So Reuben and then my regular menu fare. So, and then just like have a whole bunch of corned beef, have a whole bunch of hot dogs, and just sell like all day. And because they're bringing in a Jameson rep, they're bringing in like another taco truck. I guess I don't know why they're bringing in another taco truck, because considering they got Guapo Taco like right there, but whatever, it's fine. But it's gonna be a big old celebration for St. Patrick's Day.
Yeah.
And then after that, there's my birthday. My dad's coming to visit me, and for that, after my dad leaves, my mom's gonna show up, and then we're gonna watch the solar eclipse. So that's gonna be fun.
Yeah.
Then that's mid-April by that time. Then there's May. I'm gonna come visit you and my grandma's.
And we're gonna shoot a commercial and do
We're
another
gonna shoot a
live
commercial.
episode.
Do a live episode. I want to do something really fun. I don't know what we're gonna do yet, but I want to do something really fun with food.
Yeah. Come up with something.
So that's a couple months from now. Then I don't have anything planned for June yet, but I do got a 5-day event for MedStar that I got involved with for business.
Did you land anything for the 4th yet?
I gotta start looking at.
I was gonna say you need to land that contract early.
Yep. So I'm debating whether or not to go with White Settlement or with Fort Worth, because Fort Worth is gonna be a higher demand. White Settlement, I've already done an event for them, and they already have that. They already have the history with me, and they already like that. I already know that they like me.
What you're saying is White Settlement already can't seem to get the taste of your wiener out of their mouth.
Exactly.
Okay.
They love the taste of my wiener.
Just fucking love it, right down to the sauce.
Yep, real juicy. They're licking their lips the entire time. Some of them ask for napkins, but that's okay.
Wet wipes. Oh my god, can you start providing baby wipes to go with hot dogs instead of napkins? Just individual baby wipes. Here, so you can clean up afterwards, baby.
And do they actually have like little individualized?
I don't
not like
know, but now you need to
Hang on.
No, here's what you need to do. You need to actually get a
Hang on.
branded version. A
Baby
branded version with the Coney
wipe,
Corrigan logo.
Single.
But you have to get a branded one, and it has to say to wipe your dirty little mouth on it.
And individually wrapped baby wipes. I would have to look into that.
But listen, like I said, you logo it, and you basically sell, but you don't give them away for free. You sell them because somebody's gonna want them, not even to actually wipe their face with, but just because it's fucking funny. If it says to wipe your dirty little mouth with.
Branded wipes. Let's see, custom promotional wipes. Here we go. Custom Earth promos.
To clean your flavor saver for the bearded men. Tell
Oh,
me
that's
I'm
great.
wrong. Tell me that's not a hilarious way to sell somebody a baby wipe to wipe their face with at the end of their hot dog. I'm just saying,
That would be pretty funny.
it'd be pretty damn funny to clean the
So-
flavor saver.
So yeah, so July, 4th of July is going to be a big event no matter what. And then I'm going to be going to Alaska again.
Fishing season.
Yep, fishing season. It's mid-July.
You know, get me some fish.
You want some fish?
I'd kind of like some fish, yeah. Salmon. And
I
whatnot, so can
I
make
will
dried
give
salmon.
you I'll give you some salmon.
I don't need a lot, just like 2 or 3 sides of salmon.
I was gonna say 2 or 3 pounds.
Sure, that works too, I guess.
So
I think a
yeah,
side of
because like
salmon's more than 2 or 3 pounds.
no, a side of salmon is about like it's about not even a pound,
Is it?
depending on how big it is.
Let's say, because I know I want to smoke off some wild Alaskan.
Yeah, I mean I can give you some smoked salmon too.
I want to smoke it myself. I have recipes and shit.
All right. Yeah, but it's skin on and everything. So
What if we sold the
Yeah.
salmon to people from the channel?
I'm happy to do that. I will personally box it and wrap it and send it.
A little gift. A gift for you to leave a salty taste in your mouth.
Then
Here, have
let's
some
see.
shitty salmon from Fecal Matters.
Yeah, and that's my schedule up through July.
That's good. They should keep him
So-
busy.
You know, I am gonna try to get my mom to go skydiving with me.
Now, if we can just get you to do less Heroes of Might and Magic, then I know you're going to be doing better.
Yeah, I need to slow down on the Heroes of Might and Magic.
Less Hom at home, you know?
Hom 3.
I need to exercise. Bro, that's been the worst. Since I've been back to work, like today I was trying to do some assembly work on one of my machines, and my right hand, like my grip strength is so down from where it was. Like even working on a knife in the kitchen, it's like, dude, this should be like the easiest motor function ever. And like the knife moves on me in ways I've never had it move on me before. And it's like, oh, my hands, my grip strength at my fingertips is down so bad.
And
I feel real pathetic, which is funny coming from me because it's like I can still walk over and just pick up weight that just blows people's minds every time I do it. But at the same time, it's like when I just pick things up with just my right hand, yeah, I feel the difference. I notice it. My left hand, no problem. My right hand, dude, I lost so much muscle mass in my fucking hand. It's unreal. Like even looking at my hands side by side, maybe I'm crazy. You can definitely see that my right hand is thinner now than my left.
yeah, I actually my callus my one callus on my knife hand has actually gone down by a lot.
Yeah, it's weird like
So-
that, huh? Are you not cutting
Yeah, 'cause
anything
I-
fresh anymore?
No, I mean I'm still cutting my onions and everything. It's just I use the pounder now instead of actually dicing them by hand.
You gotta remember to get some sort of sauerkraut thing for Oktoberfest.
So I got to get involved in Oktoberfest too.
Especially
And next
in
year,
DFW, hell yeah, you do. Do something in
And
Dallas
then-
for that, if you can.
yeah, I mean if I can find a spot in Dallas to go set up, I'm gonna go do it. So I know I was scouting today. I've been considering going to some strip clubs and trying to see if I can get involved in strip clubs, but
I don't see how that
Yeah.
would go well for you.
I don't think it. Look, I looked at a whole bunch of different spots, and some of them are just like they already have their own food, and it's a lot of really good food. I'm like,
Yeah, I was gonna
okay,
say, the
they're
strip
probably not
clubs
going to
in
go for hot
Texas or
dogs.
something. Maybe this is telling a little too many tales, but like the strip clubs in or in Texas are some of the things that Courtney and I miss the most about Texas.
Right.
Dude, the strip clubs.
Which
are fun.
yeah, no. So apparently they got some really good food there.
Oh yeah,
I wouldn't know. I've never had food at a strip club.
yeah, you did. You've eaten at the Northern back in Fargo.
I don't think I did.
Did you not?
I did not.
Courtney and I would go there for food all the time. It was great.
I'm sure you did.
Yeah, that's what we were there
But-
for. Just the food.
Some really good buns.
Some fantastic buns. So soft. So supple. Delicious. Real meaty in between, too, you know?
Right? Yeah.
We're childish. But yeah, no. Like we loved it. We loved the strip clubs in Texas though, for real. They were good places. Lots of fun people. I made a lot of friends in strip clubs. Weird as
Yeah.
that is.
Which I thought about going to that one that's near my house here and trying to talk to them, but they weren't open yet.
Yeah.
Because I know you when you went there and talked to them, they're like, yeah, we only got like microwavable cheese sticks or something.
Yeah. They don't have a kitchen. Yeah, you should go there. Wait, you're missing a huge opportunity on like the nightlife.
Okay. The only reason why I hesitate to go there is just because if you look at the parking lot, they can fit like 16 cars.
Okay. But you're gonna feed the strippers too.
I know that I'm feeding the strippers too, but if I'm only selling 20 dogs.
Because I'd asked them about that before. I was like, if I had a food truck, would you guys want me to post up there? And they're like, honestly, yeah.
Which I think they've changed management at this point.
Oh, have they?
Yeah, because now I don't know what it used to be, but now it's called Pandora's, and I know that's a chain. Pretty sure that's a chain.
Are you at the strip club? Because
Yes.
Pandora's is way further down.
No, it's
They changed the
Man.
actual strip club's name to Pandora's.
yeah. So it's Pandora's Men's Club, Lakeside, Fort Worth.
Huh. Weird. What was it named before?
I don't know.
It's been there a long time.
It has been there quite long time.
It was a very old building. I liked that strip club though. Very friendly. The women would play pool
Oh.
with me all night, and it was good.
Which I wonder if I can look up the old name. If I just pull it up on maps
I'm
here.
sure you could look it up into like comments or something. Somebody posted a review about it at some point, I'm sure.
So
But it was I've never been to a dive strip club that I liked until that one. It was a dive strip club to be sure.
yeah. And then of course, I don't know. One thing I found like really humorous in all of my Google searches is the sheer number of Joe's Pizza and Pastas, or Joe's Pasta and Pizzas, or Joe's Pizza, or Joe's Pasta,
Yeah.
or Joe's Pizza and Sandwiches.
Yup.
There's just so many all the
there's a
time.
lot. Yeah,
It's
there's a lot.
ridiculous. But yeah, I know it's great.
Oh man.
But yeah, I know it's yeah, busy year for me.
Yeah. Yeah, for me, the biggest thing that we're doing is so March, obviously, we have the March downtime, but I never take that downtime off. I always work it. So, God forbid I don't get the position to go, but I'll be working all that month too, doing maintenance helper, which will hopefully lead to me actually eventually moving to maintenance before the end of this year and making a shitload of more money. Like $30 plus an hour, shitload of money.
Yeah.
Which would be great. It'd be fucking fantastic. So I might be able to move to BNR maybe by end of May, which would be great. Other than that, I'm looking at in May, I think it's in May, we're having a shift turnover. We're going to be moving to either 4 to 4 or 7 to 7. 12-hour shifts. But the schedule is 3 on, 3 off, 2 on, 2 off. And it just alternates like that constantly. And I'm like, I'm so here for it, bro.
Woo.
I'm so here for it. I'm so for having all that free time. Because right now, I think maybe it's something like that. I think it's 3 on, 2 off, 2 on, 2 off, 2 on, 3 off, 3 on, and then so on and so forth, just like that. Because it's in a 2-week period, it's 7 days off and 7 days on. And I'm just like, yeah, I'm fucking here for it, dude. I'm so tired of working 5 days a week, 6 days a week that I do right now. I get 3 days off every 2 weeks, and I'm just like, I never have time for anything. I never could do anything. So what that really means is, with that extra free time, I'm going to do more chores around the farm, for one. For two, I'm going to be really, really, really dedicated to content creation again. Because I'm going to have plenty of free time to do it. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
So I'll be able to like, maybe I'll get good at art, or maybe I'll make terrible art that is perfect for sweaters.
Yeah, I mean, I always love like just doing. I don't know. You've seen my my ugly pottery collection.
Uh-huh.
I have so much fun with just doing a whole bunch of random abstract bullshit on pottery. It's so fun.
That could be a fun stream. We could go to the damn pottery place and just make pottery together while we
Yep.
bullshit for the podcast. It could be fun.
Yep. I just need to know what to do next because I got a pitcher, I got a plate, I got a bowl, I got a mug. I did a bunch of cups.
Poorly made turd pile with the Fecal Matters logo painted on it.
I don't know. Maybe I could do like a table centerpiece or something.
Golden turd.
Just a big old golden turd.
Well,
it's like it's because it's already
banana.
Yeah, I love that golden banana. I bought it strictly to piss you off, and it worked.
It worked immediately. I was like, why the fuck do we have this big golden banana? And you're like,
in the middle of the table.
I knew it would bother you. Fuck off. Fuck off, Scott. You son of a bitch.
I love it.
That was the first thing you said too. I knew it would bother you. Why? Why do you act this way? How did I hurt you?
Why did you buy it? It's and then the other thing I bought after that also pissed you off was the Nachosaurus.
Dude, you buy just the most random shit. But to be fair, Shadow sent me this fucker.
Yep, I love it. That's great.
He's magnetic.
Nice.
At the beak. He holds things. So I've got a goose on my desk now.
Oh man. Gib? Oh, okay, I go bet him now. OMG goose.
Gib goose. My goose. You can't have my goose.
Kraken, I know you like to lurk, but you gave us that hydrate and you just don't want to hang out with us. What's wrong with that? What's wrong? Wait, what's wrong with me? You can't hang out with me?
He works in the morning. You're coming to steal
He works
it?
in the morning.
Don't forget you're going to be on the podcast here like next
2 weeks.
Is it 2 weeks or next week?
It's two. Is it? I don't know. Are we doing it? So in 2 weeks it's going to be the 13th. The 9th. Well, the 9th is a No, it's a Friday. The 9th is a Friday. The 13th.
We can't do the 13th. That's a Saturday.
No, that's a Tuesday.
Wait, am I looking at the wrong thing?
I think you're looking at January.
You're not wrong. Fuck you. Yeah, the 13th. You're right. 2 weeks.
So, yeah, in 2 weeks. Which, Kraken, do you have a Valentine's yet?
What the fuck kind of question is that?
It's a question of, is she gonna have a Valentine's for Valentine's Day on our Valentine's stream?
I mean, you do know I'm gonna make you dress up in Valentine's shit for that stream.
Yes, I know, and I'm
Okay,
going
just
to.
making sure.
Okay, Kraken, you want to be my Valentine for the Valentine's stream?
She's gonna say no again, just so you're aware.
Just for the Valentine's stream. That's it.
Like, fuck no.
Damn it.
I was gonna say, I know Kraken. She is not into you. You are not her type, brother.
That's fine. It's all fine. It's okay. It's fine.
His feelings aren't hurt entirely.
My feelings are hurt.
Entirely. Just partially. Not entirely.
I'm not sure if I'm taken or not. We haven't
You're always...
Sounds like you need to have that. It sounds like you need to have that conversation.
Some fucking cliff when it comes to men. I'm sorry, but that's just facts. You're never
Sounds
in,
like
you're
that's
never
a conversation.
But yeah.
Well, you should have that conversation because Valentine's is coming up, and if he's gonna claim you, he's gotta get on it.
Whoa, careful phrasing. He's gonna claim you. He needs to get on it.
So he doesn't spend money on you? Okay, that's fair.
But
Although I did have.
Why wouldn't you want roses?
Yeah, what's wrong? I guess yeah. What's wrong with roses? Do you want this guy?
Kraken roses.
Because if you don't, If you don't like this guy, if you don't
Okay,
want the
what
guy,
about
then...
Steam gift cards?
or chocolates.
Or Steam gift cards?
To buy digital...
way closer to Kraken's heart with the Steam gift cards, believe.
He's broke right now.
Aw, shit,
Okay.
she's with a broke bitch.
He can still go buy a rotisserie chicken
In
from Costco.
Belgium, it's not even a relationship. We'll talk about this later, Kraken. You get your sleep.
All the way in Belgium. He could send you some chocolates.
Also,
he needs to get a
spelled
job at the
Belgium
chocolate
wrong,
plant.
which is really bothering my OCD right now.
Belgium.
He lives in Belgium.
You have an update
You have
on
an
the kidney?
update for the kidney stones? Okay, let's hear it. Let's hear it. Don't forget we have text to speech now.
So you can... It's entirely free to send text to speech.
No, it's not. 600 points.
Well, I mean, you invested... I'm sure she's invested enough time where it's free now.
She's probably close to 35,000 points on this channel, if I had to guess. I didn't delete anybody's points ever, so she's... Everybody that's got him has got him.
Yeah.
And you're
And
not
for whatever
stealing my
reason...
moose.
And for whatever reason, I'm not getting any points right now. I don't know why I'm not getting points, because your stream is open.
Do you have the volume completely off?
Yes.
And that's why you're not getting any points.
Okay, well then, I'm just going to do something where it's going to make it...
Kraken 26 says I cannot touch my torso and I cannot bend my torso and I cannot laugh or breathe too deep or it hurts. Pretensus Kraken 26 says give me the cat.
God, she just wants everything.
This cat...
How many points do you
belongs
have,
to me.
Kraken? I'm actually genuinely curious.
Pretensus Kraken 26 says the cat is my Valentine.
Well, I got 3 cats here. So, do you want this one? Or do you want the fluffy orange boy? Or do you want the handsome big boy?
Oh, silly. Cannot touch my torso.
Yes.
Pretensus Kraken 26 says yes.
Universally,
Yes.
I will take all of them. I cannot touch my torso, bend my torso, and cannot laugh or breathe too deep or it hurts. Dude, that sucks.
Well,
that is highly unpleasant.
I wish you luck in your water drinking endeavors
Are
so you never
they-
get kidney stones again.
Are they going to do like vibration therapy on it? Because I think there's something like where they can do like microwave pulse or some shit.
Pretensus Kraken 26 says so I went into the doctor and I got a practitioner instead.
Yeah.
Pretensus Kraken 26 says hold the fuck on bitch let me finish.
All right, I'm shutting up. I'm shutting up. God damn it.
She's just going to redeem all of her points all in one go here.
Dude, she working on it, I'm telling you. Oh God, what happened?
Uh-oh. I don't know.
I know what happened. I closed something. I gotta fix it all now. Applications, YouTube Opera. And then do the pop out here. Oh wait. Is that what I did wrong? Hold. I've broken everything.
All right. So if
There
I
we
do
go, that's
this,
better.
go to the volume mixer and then just turn down the volume on Opera. There we go. Now I can't hear it.
Wait, what?
I'm just making it so I can actually get points.
Pretensus Kraken 26 says the practitioner said that I should have had blood work every month since I got diagnosed with the stones and seemed genuinely confused that no one had given me information.
Is this a private practitioner or is it a public health practitioner at this point? Being that you're from the great land of Canada, God rest the Queen.
Well, she's probably queen of somewhere else now. I don't know.
She's queen in heaven now.
Sure.
Sure. God, have you seen? We were talking about that the other day. We're actually talking about Chinese, like as a whole language. Hold on.
Pretensus Kraken 26 says so. She took a urine sample and said I'm gonna go for blood work, an x-ray and an ultrasound to find out if it's gotten bigger.
Well, that's only extremely unpleasant.
Pretentious Kraken 26 says I have a new standard for a what the actual fuck face.
There's that. Yeah, I can imagine there's a pretty good reasons for that in that involvement. Gotta love a pre-traditional medicine in Canada.
Pretentious Kraken 26 says this
She's
woman
got
was
so
shocked.
many points, bro.
I know. Well, apparently I just got 400 points just now, just from doing what I did. So I'm
Yeah.
gonna be slowly building up my points.
She just blew. Okay, let me count real quick. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. She just blew 6,000 points without breaking a sweat. Yeah, I'm pretty sure she's up in the 30,000s if she just spent 6K without thinking twice about it.
Well, she also redeemed the hydrate.
She has lurked this
Ew.
channel a lot.
Pretentious Kraken 26 says bro just get Microsoft Edge, you can mute a tab and still get points. I got 5 tabs open farming them points constantly.
See, I told you. So, actually, Scott, since you're using Opera, if you actually go to the top, of the screen where your tab is,
Oh yeah.
there's a little volume
actually-
button on the left side of it that you can just click.
I suppose I can just go back over to. Yep. No, I just did that. So I'll turn my GX browser.
Because if you go and close if you mute the stream in the actual Twitch browser, like in the actual Twitch media
The
player,
Twitch site.
yeah. If you mute the Twitch media player, it's like, oh, so you're not actually watching, and then it stops giving you shit. That's actually how it's built. It's designed to punish you for that.
That's lame.
People lurk a lot of channels like Kraken was just talking about, and it tends to do bad things to the Twitch economy, so they just stopped letting it be a thing. But of course it doesn't work when you bypass it using your media mixer or browser.
Pretentious Kraken 26 says also fuck Canada, make me pay for some shit so I can have fast healthcare and not slow ass free healthcare.
Which is exactly what I talk about all the time. The healthcare system in Canada is intrinsically better than America, if only because the private healthcare you can pay for is still cheaper than American healthcare. And it also just tends to be better than American healthcare, even if you have to pay for it.
Well, there's no price transparency. It's just a whole bunch of there's this whole slew of problems with American healthcare.
There is now, unless they walked it back after Trump left office.
Pretentious Kraken 26 says we are gonna talk about this shit on the 13th.
Absolutely, I'm 100% down to shit on Canada for 2 hours straight.
I'm gonna be trying to get a Valentine's before the 13th. I don't know how I'm gonna do it, but I'm gonna do it.
Are you gonna bring them onto the show?
I don't know if I'm gonna bring them on the show. If I
It'd be
can, great.
fun.
If not,
Actually, though, like really though, that'd be kind of fucking badass.
it's like, hey, I know I just met you, but you want to come on this podcast?
Maybe I'll make Courtney come onto the podcast too. You never know. It's not gonna work. She's gonna be like, "Fuck you." No,
She's just be doing this the whole time. Just
dude, she probably would. She'd probably just be like giving me bunny ears with her middle fingers the whole time. Fucking reindeer antlers and shit. Fuck you.
no. I actually have a story about this one girl that I marched with in 2009 who got
I see.
kidney stones. It was like the whole situation was humorous looking back on it. So she did not do a very good job as a trumpet player because she got a kidney stone because she
Yeah.
wasn't drinking enough water.
Yeah.
And it's the summertime. But also in Utah, one of the drum majors ended up with a screwdriver impaled through his foot.
Fucking
So
Pretentious Kraken 26 says existence is pain. Why?
So wait, how much time do we got? I guess we got enough time for this
We
story.
got 10 minutes. We got 10 minutes.
So, all right. So, you know the concept of drum corps, right? Marching band, percussion, and brass. That's it.
Yeah.
Right. So we go to all around the country. We stop at different high schools. We stay in different high schools. We go to various stadiums.
Mm-hmm.
fun stuff, great fun. We ended up at Lucas Oil Stadium. I actually got to take a nap on the Lucas Oil Stadium field, right in the middle of the field.
I think I've seen that picture.
Yep, it's great. And what's even funnier is that the actual recording that we have for that show, it has the cameraman just zooming in on me during that. And it's hilarious. There's so much other shit going on the field, but he just zooms in on me because apparently that's the most interesting thing you can see on a field. Anyway, I digress. So they're painting the fields as they do, and you know how they keep the way that they keep the strings in a straight line is they use screwdrivers, right?
Pretentious
Either that or it was
26
broken.
says either that or his Zoom was broken.
I mean, that's fair, but I still got a cool picture out of it. It's
Right.
great.
It's okay, too.
So this, they keep these strings down. So they put the string down and they just run this kind of spray paint all along the string just to make our own fields, right? Just out of a random field, we just make our own football field that we can march on. So one guy was holding it and they put the screwdriver in a weird way, and it came popping out and it flew right into this guy's foot. So obviously he's not able to do much. His season's over. So, this girl who has a kidney stone, by the way, she gets diagnosed with kidney stones, and it's like a I don't know why she was dealing it for a month and a half, but she was dealing with it for a month and a half. She ends up being the backup drum major, or and so one time we're walking around in Indianapolis, and this is just like at the peak of her pain. She's like pissing out stones. She just like at some point she's walking around. She's walking around and she lays down on the sidewalk and just starts looking up. And of course, she's surrounded by 4 different guys. And this one guy just walks up, like, "Hey, I'm just making sure she's doing all right. 4 guys and a girl laying on. I just want to make sure she's okay." So, but yeah, no, she was cool. She was very, very attractive. She was a Victoria's Secret model at some point.
Hicks?
I don't know her last name. I don't know her last name anymore.
Oh my god.
I just know her name was Jenny.
Okay. Very attractive Victoria's Secret model. Only so many of them. Surely you can remember what fucking year.
It's
K2, what the fuck does plum mean? You've said it 3 times and I'm now very aggravated. You need to explain this.
Let's see. I wonder if I could find her. Jenny Judd?
Is that her name? Is it Jenny?
I don't know.
I expect him to remember shit. I expect him to not tell me about an attractive woman and not show me an attractive woman. That's
Right.
my problem.
Let's see. I got what I need to do.
Motherfucker. Always.
Jenny.
I embrace being a male. That's all I'm trying to say.
It's I don't know if her name. That's the thing. Like I'd have to look up based off of. Let's go for city.
Okay, K2. Very big difference between a Victoria's Secret model and a supermodel. I also agree that supermodels intrinsically are a little bit too bare boned.
Tulsa.
The lack of soul means no eternal consequences. Fuck out of here. Really? You're taking a shot at the gingery part of me? But I wouldn't go crazy about it? Dude, there's a point where it's like there's too little to grab onto. Yeah. Find the average girl more attractive. You know what it is? You want to know why K2, like, this is a legitimate psychological effect. I'm going to explain it the long way around before we shut down for the night. The long way around for this is this. Why do you find why is it that during the summer, right, when women are in short skirts and bikinis and all that, They look really good at first, and then you stop losing, or you start losing interest, because then you get to the winter and they look really amazing, like the turtlenecks and all the winter clothes, and then you start losing interest again, and then we're back to spring with the summer dresses and stuff, and they're super cute again. The reason is really simple. After a while, too much of the same is disinteresting. Too much of seeing the same shit is disinteresting. It's like, I don't know how people have played League of Legends for fucking 15 years now and still want to play that fucking game. That's just somebody that liked League of Legends. I still like League of Legends. I still like watching League of Legends. I cannot bother to sit down and play a fucking game of League of Legends. I played it too long. But that's the reality, right? When you see too much of the same thing for too long, you tend to want to see something different. That's why it's nice that women can wear makeup, because it's nice to change your face up every once in a while, and it's nice to look different every once in a while. And that's as a guy that is a strong proponent against makeup for the most part. I think makeup is mostly a waste of time. Are you saying if I become boring, the guys will leave me alone? Great, thanks. I'm not trying to say that that relationships are hard, but also relationships are fucking hard. And yeah, you kind of got to keep mixing shit up and keep it interesting. With their facial expressions and walk, I think the catwalk looks hella dumb too. I agree. Like, I am definitely going to enjoy watching a model that looks like she's having a good time coming down the catwalk than a model that's up there just the whole fucking way down the aisle. So that's what it is, though. It's the fact that, like, it's not that they're not pretty, it's that you see so fucking many of them because they try to express that this is the beauty of woman all in itself, and there's nothing more beautiful than this. The point where it's just like, I'm tired of it. Seen it all a million times. Good night, pretentious Kraken. And like, you kind of just grow out of it. And like, normal looking women with normal fucking features and everything about them is normal and just above average is good enough. Most men are going to appreciate a good enough woman over a woman that feels like it's going to be high maintenance to maintain what you're attracted to. And that's just facts. Dream of bed bugs
Pretensus
tonight.
Kraken 26 says good night. Sleep tight. Dream of bed bugs tonight. And if you know, you know. If you don't, Google IT.
Don't Google it. That's the part I'm choosing to read is don't Google it. No. Let's see. Good night, sleep tight. Let me just grab it. Just capture that real quick. For Googling that shit. The googly oogly. Oh, that's the Lion King? Really? Why do I not know that? Bro did what he was told not to? Always. Fucking always. Guys, I know K2, you just came in here, but it is actually the end of the stream. We always try to keep these episodes at around an hour and a half to 2 hours, and we are 1 minute now from 2 hours. So, I know time is money. I appreciate that you spent yours with me. This week was a little bit slapped together because I was doing a lot more work on the channel than I was on the script. Next week will be dramatically better. Either way, I know that you guys... I appreciate you guys a lot, honestly. Like, I know I don't say it nearly as much as I should. I don't expound on it per se, but I appreciate those of you that actually come around to this channel a lot. I appreciate those of you that are hopefully helping spread this channel as well so that more people are watching. I'd love to make this a full-time thing as much as I can possibly manage. And if I don't, I don't. If I do, hopefully I can bring better things into the world than maybe some of the other content creators are that are just really focused on the money they can make. So, guys, once again, and I mean it sincerely, I know time is money. I appreciate that you spend yours with us. From those of us here at JLock TV, the Coney Corner, and of course, Fecal Matters, you guys sleep well. We'll see you next week. You guys have a good one.